Be sure to have a journal and some water. Comfy clothes on. I'm gonna give it a minute here. Once I get started, please, if you could mute yourself. And I should probably check. Can everyone hear me? That's near me. It looks like mostly. Okay, great. Look at all these beautiful faces. Loving it. Okay. I'm going to get started. So, hello, Goddexes. So happy to be here with you and also to be sharing an important conversation for our first day together. I'm going to be talking to you about intention setting. So, when we set an intention, we are increasing the probability that it happens. And why we want to set intention ever in life, but mainly this weekend also, is that there's a lot going on. There's a lot of powerful energy here. And I know personally for myself, in previous years, when I wasn't clear or didn't at least have an idea of how I wanted to be, who I wanted to show up as, there were moments that I felt really overwhelmed. And that's not a good or a bad thing. It was just a part of this magnificent energy that we're creating. And also just the natural depth of options that we have. So intention can be a really powerful tool to alleviate some of that overwhelm. So in a little bit here, I'm going to guide us through a short guided meditation. For some of you, meditation is part of your everyday life. Maybe you call it something different. And maybe for others, it's stillness. Meditation is something entirely different. And that's okay. In fact, I really hope that most of what you experience this weekend is kind of out of the box and different and opens you up to something new. So my first request, yes, I do have a lot of requests this weekend, is that we are on the same frequency. So the frequency of an open mind and an open heart, so that we can receive the messages that are here to come through to us. So whether that's a message from a provider, whether that's a message from a fellow attendee, or whether that's a message from source, or however that takes you. Let us be in that frequency and that hummingbird vibration, knowing that we have all the resources inside of us. So this short guided meditation will really have us arrive here in this moment. And it'll help us accept where we are right now, that we can't alter yesterday or the past. And the intention piece will really allow us to call and move forward into a life that we want to create again. So I invite you to close your eyes or just turn your gaze inward and begin to connect with the surface or the ground that you're on. Whatever's beneath you, feel that foundation. Allow it to hold you. See if you can tap into the Mother Earth vibration, that energy, that support. And just find your normal breath here. whatever cadence that is for you. And I want you to bring your body to your awareness. So do a full body scan. Start from your crown. Move down through the back of your head, the front of your head, and your neck. Allow yourself to move to your shoulders and your chest, down your arms, all the way into your feet. Move down into your belly and your hips. Maybe take a pause here. Guide yourself down to your upper legs and your knees and your shins. And breathe space into your ankles and the bottom of your feet, the top of your feet, and all the way down. Feeling your toe pads here. And just really tune into any sensations in your body that are present. Tune into those sensations. Maybe there are no sensations. Maybe there are. And just do so without judgment. Just notice. And on your next inhale, bring your attention to your thoughts and your feelings. Let's do a scan of the mind. And I ask that you do the same here. What are you feeling? Take inventory of your thoughts. Watch them without judgment. There is no right or wrong thought to have. There is no should be, don't, expectation. To allow your thoughts to float by like clouds. And finally, bring your attention to your breath, our life force, the connecting thread that drives our mind and our body, your thoughts and your actions impact the way you breathe. And the same is in the reverse. So the way that you breathe makes a cellular difference, makes a real difference in your mind and body. Continue to breathe. Since we are inviting in the vibration of love, openness, I want you to take long, deep breaths. This will relax the nervous system. So if you're not already there, inhale a deep breath in. So your lungs expand and your chest and your belly. And as you exhale, feel your shoulders relax, your chest relax, and your belly. And continue to breathe in this way, filling up fully, allowing breath to be guided to all of the flows, maybe darker spaces. And allow your exhale to release any stuck energy, anything that isn't serving. And I want you to take one more breath here, and on this next inhale, hold at the top. Inhale and hold. And release. Allow the energy to swirl in your mind, in your thoughts. And slowly come back. Open your eyes gently. Arrive here with all of these beautiful beings in this present moment. So setting intention is putting our energy behind what we are calling forth. So many of you know this very deeply. Energetically deciding what you want, what the outcome or the desired effect to be is intentional. So I'm going to ask you a few questions one at a time, and I'm going to give you some time to write. Then I will kind of feel into it when I sense in this little circle we have, whether we want to split off into groups or just do response. So before I have you break off, I want to talk to you a little bit about what it looks like to set it. So what I want to say about this is anything I share is something that is an experiment for you to try on. So if you have an intentional practice that is real and works for you and is potent, obviously take that, call that in. And if you are open or would like guidance, then this is what I'm offering. Intention can be shared as an affirmation and in the present moment. I found for me, that's the most powerful way. So you'll also want to say what you want rather than what you don't want, rather than putting what you don't want into the ether. So here's an example. Rather than saying, I will overcome self-doubt, you can say, I am confident, or I have faith in myself. And the reason for that is when we say, I want to overcome self-doubt, the mind can't differentiate. So it's just going to pick up on the self-doubt, and that's what becomes intentionalized. And also saying, I will, and if that serves you and if it works for you, amazing. And I find that when I say I will, it kind of pushes it out into some other future. So some of the things that I have found to be really powerful, and you can take these on or you can leave them, whatever makes sense for you, is saying things like, I feel. So I feel open and receptive. You know, if I'm thinking about this weekend and I'm thinking about some areas of my life where I've been feeling a little closed, I really want to intend to feel open and receptive. So I'll say, I feel open and receptive. Or I'll say, I'm embodying, right? Maybe I'm not quite there yet, but I am embodying. This weekend, I am embodying love and confidence, or love and bravery. If you really want to say an affirmation powerfully, if you want to capture it and try to drive it in, something that I've found as a powerful phrase is I claim. So I claim my happiness, or I claim my full self-expression. And one other powerful one is I call in. So This has to do with what we want to invite into our life, what we want to call in, what do we want to shout out to the universe and then release it so that the universe can help create that or manifest that for us. So saying, I call in peace around my relationship, or I call in healing with my body. So those are just some ideas, and wanted to give you those as food for thought as we break into the questions. So how are we doing? Can everyone still hear me? Beautiful. Okay. So I'm going to ask these questions and I'm going to give you a little bit of time to write. So just make sure you have something to write with, a journal ideally. And again, this is the experiment. You are the scientist of your life. So if it feels more powerful to just ask these questions to yourself internally, then do that. The first question is, how do you want to feel during this experience? Or how do you want to feel during this weekend? And just stream of consciousness, let this flow. And I'm going to give you a few minutes and I will call you back in when we're ready. This can also be, how do you want to feel in general? Feel awake. I'm going to give you some more time, or if you're ready, you can give me a little pointer. Rush it all, where to be. Okay, I think I got a lot of eyeballs staring back at me. So are we good? Does most everybody have these written down? Okay. Great. Next question. What do you want to call in for your life? What do you want to call in for your life? Or for this weekend? Whichever one resonates. What do you want for your life? You can love consciousness. And if you're ready, give me a little finger. Done. Cool. Okay. To back to our beautiful time together and ask you the final question. This is both an embodiment thing and also a question. So bring someone to mind that you admire right now. In your mind's eye, bring somebody into mind that you admire. So whatever qualities you recognize in that person, they're already qualities that exist inside of you. So would anyone, I was going to have us break off into groups, but would anyone like to share their answers or their intentions?
Come
One
on
of my
over.
intentions for the week is to have fun, to really just explore this new space and to have fun with it. Anyone else?
I guess I'll go next. Let's see, what did I put on my attention? Just to feel more freedom during this experience and this week. I think there's so much I've already seen that I haven't before. And so I think it's really nice to get to see all of the variety that's out there and everyone's in their own niche and what they're doing, what they're providing. But yeah, just the freedom to explore and express myself. And yeah.
I
Awesome.
say my intentions are live the present and respect and love myself for this 2021.
I love that.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Mine is to embody love.
What are your...
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, no, you're good.
Can I see Buddy? I don't know if I see Buddy. I hear him, but I don't see him. But
I can see you.
You can come
Laura.
closer.
Yeah, how do I want to feel
come.
during this experience? Awakened, energized, and invigorated.
Nice.
Awesome. So I want to embody love, peace, light, and sound this weekend. Sorry, Natty. You can go. We're all tripping over each other.
No, I'm late. My voice is late.
Okay, great intentions, everyone. And we learned a little bit about how our sounds overlap. If we get close to another group and you just don't want to hear them, like you might have a topi that kind of wandered too close to you, you can go ahead and mute them. Just a reminder.
What do you want to call in for your light?
I am calling into my life parents who are interested in transforming education for our planet. And I'm calling in that these parents are coming.
Yes. Yes to transformation.
I guess I'll go next.
Also depend of everyone.
Oh,
I think that depends of everyone. Teach your nephew, teach your cousins. You never know who's listening. You just have to try to say it out loud and teach the other people.
What do I want to call in my life? I call in bravery to take my giftings and skills to the next level to influence and help others.
I love that. I'm calling in vibrations, music, sound, energy.
So
as I do
sure
that,
everyone's at, probably everyone didn't get a chance to share. So this is a 1 minute warning. I think we have a few minute flexibility with what power holds, but Once everybody's done sharing, maybe start making your way back to the
I'm calling in understanding and connection.
I'm calling into you, buddy. I'm listening to We Are One right now on your playlist, and I'm just vibing with it. Does someone want to share who they admire before we head back?
I guess I'll share who I admire. I don't remember her last name, but I met her at a meditation retreat a few years ago. Her name is Ellen. She is a powerhouse of a person. She's written multiple books, but she is a spiritual advisor for people that are part of the UN and like national leaders. I got to have a conversation with her, and I was just like, oh my God, this person's incredible. But one of the things I admired about her was her wisdom, but her raw solidness in herself. Like, she is such an unwavering person. And if you ever get to read any of her books, I highly recommend it. She's incredible. And I hope to be at least.
Okay, friends, we are about 1 minute over. It's okay. No big deal. And just as a reminder, we absolutely will get to share our intentions again this evening with more beautiful beings. So I'm just going to close this out with 3 reminders. But I will wait until we got all our little Topi friends back. Okay. I think I have everyone. The speaker on my computer is going a little in and out, but for the most part, you can hear me. Yes? Okay. Okay, so first reminder from intention setting is to breathe. Use your breath. The second one is that you matter. You matter. You're important. So intentionalizing what you want to create is something that you not only can do, but you deserve. And lastly is that when we invoke these feelings, when we create these feelings that we may not be feeling all the time, maybe bravery, maybe admiring somebody else and like feeling into the space of like, okay, how do they show up and what does that feel like in our body? You are literally sending a message to your body and your mind that that's what you're starting to live, that that's the life that you are creating. So play with that this weekend. Ask me any questions and try that on in your life. I love you. I see you. Thank you for your time.
Hey, let's give Sierra the vibrations through the ether. And I love it. You can hear her mom, Allie, one of our elders, is joining us as well, both in the same household. So I love you can hear Allie's shouts for Sierra on Sierra's speaker. So beautiful. Oh my gosh, I don't know about you all, but those were some really powerful intentions. I can't wait for us all to share more with each other. So we now have